Hello my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the ARK PS5 Season 1 Episode 13. And today we're going to work on that second tower and like that, and just kind of beep-bop around a wee little bit. So, please, do join me, won't you? Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, well, here we are, and as you can see, it is the early hours of, pardon me, 0526 hours on day 16, to be exact. And as I mentioned in the intro there, we're going to start working on the tower on the far side, get an early start here, and like that, I just got to check the guys and see what's up and who's got what. Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of stone there. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, we should probably get that into a lockup. And like that and like that. What do we got here? Okay, yeah, lots of room in there. Okay, you. STO go. Oh, wait a minute, that last one's only 18. Hold on. Yeah, it's only 18. We'll top that off. There we go, so that one's full. And we'll add you. STO go. Alright, coming along, coming along. And we got to get, we got to get a bunch of wood and thatch and stone and all that. Once I get going on the second tower, we also need to get Angry to take Arthur up into the hills and go after some metal, because we're going to be needing a bunch of metal if I want to do that ocean platform. I was looking at it. I need like, I don't know, 1,500 in metal, I think it was, something. I don't know. Either way, we got to do a bunch of forging and stuff. So we'll get there, though. That's all good. That's all what it's all about, yeah. Okay, so we can't harvest those ones. I love this roll effect, man. It's great. It reminds me, for some reason, when it's going, it reminds me of the wood bugs, the sow bugs and whatnot. You touch them, they curl up into a little ball like that. We used to do that when we were kids. Thought it was the neatest thing at the time, but there you go. That's what country boys do when they're growing up. Okay. Pretty good. Now, there we go. Add a little weight. Happy little guy that he is, eh? Okay. Bear with me, peeps. Just got to get a little organization going here. Yeah. And there we go. And as you can see, the sun's even higher in the sky now. Puttering around a wee little bit. Good morning, sir. Yeah, just got to nip out, and I got to get some narco berries together to make up some narcotics. What do we got here? Oh, okay. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to just speed this a little bit up for you here, and I'll see you when when I'm done with the berry picking. Well, alrighty then. All the grindy stuff all said and done for the now. We can get on with getting on here. Now, I wonder, is that already on? It is. Ooh, I wonder if that that should give me a blueprint. I'm hoping for a blueprint. You know, maybe a nice shotgun blueprint, long neck rifle blueprint, maybe some ramshackle clothing blueprint. Oh, I got a blueprint. Okay, well, careful what you ask for, eh? There you go. I wanted a blueprint. I got one. Okay, so a little later in the morning and whatnot, and we've been puttering around, shuffling supplies back and forth, and I've been playing around with ideas for this tower. I was gonna go like just a nice little circle, and I thought, no, I'll keep it the same as the other tower, that kind of, you know, round on the end, flat on the sides kind of sort of thing. It's not really an egg per se, but, you know, an oval. Yeah, I guess, yeah, like an oval racetrack, you know, that kind of thing and whatnot. But then I just started messing around, and it got silly, and I was having to pick up and destroy foundations and constantly getting weighed down, because now it's converting all back to stone again. So then I gotta throw it on the ground, go get the bird, come pick it up. Happy, happy, joy, joy. But yeah, so this is what we've been puttering around. This is what I've come up with so far. Now, if I'm facing north right now, then to my east over there, I want to put a wall out and down, kind of follow the water line down, if you will. So somewhere in around here, we'll throw a pardon me, a Bailey wall, you know, up along it and whatnot, and then we'll get another little watchtower, kind of a, you know, just a light stand at the end type of thing, a little circular tower going up, and I can put you know, a dozen standing torches in there as a beacon, if you will, you know. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What I want to do is I've got to come in. Oh, I've come too short. Dagnabbit. See, what I'm doing is I want to marry up with the steps and then put in a double door on the side here so that I have access to the inner bailey from the wall without having to be outside, right where the baddies are. Luckily, there's not a ton of baddies here, but you get the idea and the principle behind it, yeah? Okay, now there's the stairs in. That works. I'll fill you. Ka-chunk. There we go. That's better. We'll put a window up in there. Get lots of light inside. I like to bring the light in. That being said, I like my first layer to be all stone, just security-wise. I find when you're looking out the window, if you're looking at the horizon, like now, for instance, you see how it whites out towards the right there, you know. Same happens in the window. I guess it's the gamma. I suppose I could turn it down a wee bit. But there you go. We like the diffused light. Open lines, you know, clean open lines. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, have I got... Oh, I think I grew some overnight. Yeah, grew some all right. Okay, this isn't gonna stand. I'm not doing that. This is where you make one little mistake and you let it go. And down the road, you know, you end up paying for it. It always comes back to bite you in the old derriere, man. So we're not doing that. I make enough mistakes that I don't notice, never mind not fixing the ones that I do. Okay, now let's see if I got some headroom. Max headroom, that is. Max. Okay, so we can clear that. Cool beans. Awesome size, man. This thing's starting to grow on me, you know. Starting to like it a little bit. I put this Juliet balcony in here for Beth so that I could put a feeder out here for her. That way I don't have to keep worrying about what she's got in her belly or if she has something in her belly. And like that. So that works out pretty good. And I can access that from these stairs right here. And I'll just get Angry for the inside. Okay, yes, I know your name's Anger. Sorry, tough guy. Okay, bear with me here. Just shut the door. Close shade. You don't have to be afraid. That's a great song. But yeah, so we come through the double doors here, and voila, here we go. And I'd like to use the same idea for the species X plants. I want to put a couple on either side of the wall, various places, just random places. So probably do them more square though. Seeing how I will need a crop plot to do it with and all that, But you get the idea of what I mean, right? So, defend the wall, so it's like, winter's coming here, something. Okay, bear with me here. We're just gonna pop down and close them doors. I may as well jump down and do it because if I sit on the bird and go to close them, 7 times out of 10 I end up jumping off anyway, so now I just kind of like, yeah, we'll just jump off. I'm good with it. I need the exercise, man. So yeah, I think this is going to be all right. And as I say, we're going to put the defensive wall, to kind of block off an inner bailey, if you will. Incorporate the inlet and stuff. How far I'm going to go with it, I don't know. It's all for S&Gs, right? We're just in it for the build, really, right now. I was looking, oh my word, I was looking what it's going to cost to build the ocean platform, the metal one. Oh lordy, we got some work ahead of us, I'll tell you what. But that's okay, I mean, we'll get her done. But yeah, I can't remember the numbers now, but the steel was, it was a fair bit. So we got, of course, get the forges going, get this, all set up. So once I get the build over here going, then we can start concentrating on filling the inside up, get the work areas designated, all that happy stuff, right? And then we can use Anger to take whole Arthur Stone Crusher there up into the hills, and he can get some metal for us. And then we can, smelt that down and all that happy stuff, all the necessary evils off. So I was messing around a little earlier. I tried going up a little higher to do the wall further up the beach, and I got about 5 foundations out. And for some reason, it wasn't going to let me do it. And like that, mind you, I was at that point, the foundation was starting to go into the sand. So who knows? Anyway, so we took the path of least resistance and rolled with it, And as you can see here, I'm on to my, this is my 4th attempt at messing around on the end here. I finally opted now. I'm just going to do a nice small round tower, keep it simple, stupid. Something I should have done right from the get-go. And I mean, because that's all it is. It's, it's just a pivot point in the bailey wall, right? So this will go up a few stories, and then I'll have windows all around it. So it'll be a light tower, signal tower, whatever you want to kind of call it. What a view, look at that sunshine, eh? It is a pretty thing. One thing about ARK, man, it's distracting in its beauty sometimes. Well, as you saw in the last video, trying to skirt around the redwoods. And oh, look at that, sun's coming through the trees, man. That's a snapshot right there. And as I so that silo jumps out of the trees and just lambasted me. I thought we were dead. I really thought we were goners on that one. Thank goodness for Bambi. She saved the day on that. She is a tank. But yeah, so I went back and I was looking at the video afterwards, and had I had any situational awareness about me at all, he does come into view over my right shoulder, and you can see him, and I'm like flying right walking past him, eh? But I didn't know it at the time. I was all grooving on the sunshine, you know, all that kind of happy stuff. Anyway, bear with. I gotta transfer more happy things here and there and back and forth. Finally got some storage boxes over on this side so I can start filling them up instead of having to keep booting back and forth and across the river type of thing, right? But yeah, so this is what we got so far. You know, she's coming along. Many miles to go before I sleep, as the man said. At least I believe it was a man who said it. I could be totally wrong. I'm just quoting things I heard growing up. Okay. And we're getting into the end of the daytime here now. So you can see we've been at it for a fair bit. But that's okay. Do you see what I see? Yeah, Billy. Come hell or high water, I am having my damn spiral staircase, man. I don't care. I've done so many builds, and it's always been the afterthought, like, oh, you know, I could put one in here, and it never pans out for me. So I think this time, you know, plan to work, and then work the plan, and hoity-do-dick-de-do. Kate's Ramp Bob's your uncle. I got me a spiral staircase. Now we're going to go for the second tier. I've discovered my mistake. By attaching the top spiral staircase to the lower spiral staircase, it doesn't marry up with the ceilings or floors, if you will, above it. It's out. However, if you do what I just did here and do one tier and then floor, a ceiling tile, and then do this, it's going to line up perfectly, as you will see. So, lesson learned there. 2,388 hours into this game, and I am still a frickin' noob. But that's it. That's the way to go. But you can see how nicely that lines up now, eh? So there you go. I got 2 floors with a spiral frickin' staircase. Yep, and yep. It's the little things, ain't it? You know, it's the little things, man. I have a spiral staircase. I'm a happy camper. It don't take much. Okay, so continuing on, we got to build up the walls, of course, and like that and like that. This is the top of the light tower now, where I was saying I'm going to put all my standing torches. I put 2 square ones across and realized my mistake immediately. You know, it's like TBF Gaming said, just marry the ceiling to the floor, you know, it's all good. It's a mirror image, if you will, you know, do exactly on the ceiling what you did on the foundation, and everything should, hypothetically, line up and like that, which is something an old man like me should know, you know, especially working trades most of my life. But there you go. So many happy hours, and as I say, it's coming together. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the flow of the build. I hope it's not too grindy for you and whatnot, you know. And of course, we will take days and go out and, you know, on adventure and stuff and like that and whatnot. I mean, all work and no play and all that kind of stuff, right? So no worries there. There's lots of dinos I want to get tamed up this time and whatnot. All that happy things. We've got so far to go. I mean, we're not even thinking about electronics yet, or gasoline and, you know, fabricators. I mean, that's so far down the road, man. But there you go. So this is it for what it's worth. You know, we're just going to keep puckering away here, as I say. Got to figure out what I'm going to do for the ground animals. You know, got to make a pen of sorts. And I'm thinking I'll probably do that off of the castle on the other side, because I've already got the aviary. So you have the aviary up top, the aviary. Sorry about that. My jaw ain't working because my brain is unattached. Yeah, so I was thinking, well, I can do a large pen of sorts and whatnot and tie it in, keep that side for the animals. This side would be, you know, the living quarters, workspace, that kind of thing. You know, And as I say, well, I haven't even begun to think about what I'm going to do for Beth and whatever megalodons I end up taming down the road, and mantas, that kind of thing, right? So, because I've never done a build like this, like a marine build type of thing. Just looking at what I need for the ocean platform is scary enough, you know. But I think that's my major expense. And once I get that, then the rest is pretty much, you know, like we're doing now. So you're making stone walls and the like, you know. So, pardon me. So it's definitely doable. I mean, it's just a case of getting Arthur on the go and then getting forges and stuff down here. I'm gonna need, I figure if I do 5, that should rock and roll. And then we can just do a ferry back and forth. I was thinking too, maybe going up on like the volcano and up on the mountains and putting a forge up there on a foundation and just converting the metal. Oh, pardon me, I'm talking too much today, guys. I'm running out of air here. Just forging the metal right there and bringing home the ingots, you know. So we'll see. I don't know. It's all up in the air with me. I do it when I do it, and I figure it out after it's done. So I'm going to do just a buttload of windows, I think, around here, and just see how that turns out for letting the light in. And if it don't work out, well, I can always, you know, trade them out after too, easy, right? And like that. But I normally do, you know, the first row is always solid, and then my second floor, you know, I'll stagger some windows in there, and then I usually kind of keep it solid, you know, for the next couple of tiers and whatnot. But this time I thought, well, you know, we'll let the sun in celebration of my most wonderful spiral staircase, because, you know, it needs to be shown off. You got to get it in the correct light, you know. I mean, it's all about the aesthetic, right? Spending far too time, I can't talk, I'm spending far too much time with my wife watching Escape to the Country these days. Hell, I'm even down to watching the British Bake Off and the Great Canadian Bake Off. Yeah, what does retired mean? Yeah, what does geriatric mean? Whatever, boomer. There you go. It's all good, man. I got no complaints. Okay, come on, you get in there. Don't make me go get my flyer. I'll do it. And I know how to use it, too. It's an air flyer. But wait, there's more. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this whole window concept thing. We'll see. I don't know. Depends what kind of a roof I got to get on this, too. I don't know. Kind of some medieval type thing. Something befitting of a Frankensteinian creation, you know. Okay. Well, I think things are coming along nice and gently with that stuff. Superman, you ain't. Yeah, I think we're coming along nicely, guys. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here. I think that's enough for one day, and I've probably bored you long enough, I'm sure. So as always, my friends, brightest blessings, yeah? Love and light. Always love and light, guys. Okay. Go tell somebody you love them, yeah? Make their day better. Okay. Bye for now.